Hi, it's the People Mentor. So I thought I would share a little overview about the aid model, which helps with difficult conversations. Difficult conversations can seem quite terrifying, and if they're not planned properly, can soon disintegrate into chaos. Also, if we are accused of things, then how do we react? We go defensive and we get demotivated. So, understanding how to do the aid model will really help those difficult conversations. Let's begin. So, the aid model. A is for action. So, this is really about emphasis on the person's actions and not on your interpretation of it. Don't make assumptions. You need to ask the questions to actually find out. And you're actually feeding back on what you've observed or heard. So, not on their intentions, not on their personality or their character. So, this is very factual, and limit the number of actions you comment on. So, it's far better to give feedback on one key action that they can digest and build on to make a difference than 10 things which leave the message diluted and invariably leaves them demotivated. I've been there. I've had several things said to me, and I've not known which way to work on and which way to go. So, really spend some time thinking about what is the key action that you want that person to improve on or change or do differently. Whatever it is, keep it factual and just concentrate on the one or two actions. And because it's based on fact, it's less likely to be challenged. So on the slide, you can see some questions to consider. What are you there to discuss? So really have that in your mind before you go in, and perhaps write yourself a crib sheet to help. And what did you see? Keep it very, very factual. I really detest when you get people going in and giving third party evidence. That really doesn't go down well. And there's always two sides to any argument. And then consider what evidence facts are there for this performance level. So this is really about thinking about what is the main thing that you want to get out of this that's factual. And then the impact. So the impact, when giving praise, it's so easy to say to someone that was good, really good, well done, without saying why it was good or what made the difference this time compared with previous occasions. So really include the positive or negative impact on the end result or on the process itself. So what was the amount of effort needed on their part to achieve that result? Do you understand it? Have you discussed it with them? And what was the impact on others? So um, really consider the questions that you're going to ask. So questions to consider is, what is the impact performance is having on the team? Is it really helping? Or actually, is it actually causing a bit of unrest and a bit of they're not knowing where they're going? And how does this performance affect other departments? And how is the customer impacted? And actually, what evidence do you have for this? So we've got action and we've got impact. So what comes next? Well, the next bit is the change that we want. So it's the development or the desired behaviour. This last stage is important to determine what happens next, i.e., develop to make it even better next time round, or to correct a mistake, or to perfect a process. Put the emphasis on what is missing rather than what is actually wrong, and building on strengths or positive is far more likely to engender enthusiasm. Ask the individual how they think things can be developed or built upon. This really helps to gain buy-in, and you may be surprised by the options they suggest. So again, we've got some development or desired questions to consider. What needs to change going forward? Sometimes I like to use, so what lessons have we learned from this? What do we think went really well? And what do we think could have been even better? What does the goal look like? Are the actions smart? And always remember, When are you going to meet again to confirm the improvement or review the results? Remember, with feedback, you always have two choices. Tell the person what you want them to know, ask them to self-assess and consider what has happened. And initially, you may find that you tend to tell rather than to ask. The more you ask, the more your team will be able to self-assess and improve their performance. I hope that helps. Let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you. This is Nicola, the People Mentor, signing off for today. Thank you for listening.